Kayla, I love you so much. 11 years has been coming. I would have done this way earlier if anyone wants to know. She didn't give me permission to propose until we moved to California, which is 2 years ago.
We gather here today to celebrate the wedding of Kayla Lane Hahn and Joseph Francis Palmer. Kayla and Joe, cherish this evening amongst your life's happiest moments. But remember, love isn't represented by grandiose gestures and ceremonies, but rather than the small moments of day-to-day life.
All right, Bridie. Happy wedding week! Groom! It's wedding week, baby! There's the bride and groom making their special sign. Management, venue management.
Where it should be.
Yeah.
We'll have to nail it into. Yeah.
That's
yes.
cool! Woo! The bride's vision has come to fruition. Yes. Hey, everybody. Hey, guys. Woo!
Clap your hands. Clap your hands.
Yes. Turn around. Give us the model face.
Where do you start if you're asked to make remarks about Joe and Kayla? Well, you know where I start? I start January 23rd, 2008. A lot of things have happened since January of 2008. My Pittsburgh Steelers won a Super Bowl in 2009. Your New Orleans Saints won a Super Bowl in 2010.
Remember carpool with Kelsey and Laura going to school one day, and she texted you about going to a dance with her, and you didn't text her back fast enough, and she's freaking out in the car, but she still gets those butterflies and the same look since that day on the way to Dominican.
You know, this long courtship made me want to research whether this was the longest courtship in the Palmer family.
Happy wedding day.
When they started dating, I didn't really know much about Kayla, other than that she was
From Kenna, brah.
knowing that she's from Kenner and having grown up on the West Bank, it's much easier to understand her dialect. For instance, a question I've heard her ask numerous times, Joe, what's in degrees?
Simply translated.
Wait, hold on.
Oh. What's the weather gonna be like today?
They told me, they said, you were gonna blow a lot of leaves on your wedding day.
Shine on, just shine on. You know you can't deny me when I burn this bright. Just shine on. Don't mind me showing them up and showing them out. I ain't doing it for the glory, no. That ain't really what it's all about.
I had to go back to Joe's third great grandfather, William Palmer, who lived in County Kerry, Ireland, when he was courting Bridget Fogarty. Their courtship was 9 years. Joe and Kayla have set the Palmer family record for courtships.
Joe, on the other hand, is a much more straightforward person. What you see is what you get.
Yeah, a skateboarding Cali hipster with little chicken ankles.
A lot of people go through their whole lives searching for their soulmate, and we found each other so young. And I'm so happy y'all made so many memories.
My sweet Joe, my hands are so sweaty writing this, so I apologize if this paper is damp. Today is one of the happiest days of my life. The first was you asking me to be your girlfriend, and now 11 years later, I'm fixing to be your wife.
Dear Kayla, I love you so much, and seriously, I've never been more excited and happy than I am today. I've wanted to marry you basically my whole life, and thank you for finally letting me.
So sweet. Aww, perfect. So now I can wear it today. I literally just asked Gagi upstairs, I'm like, how are your earrings?
I can't wait to see you waiting for me at the altar. I'm trying to soak it all in because I don't want this weekend to end. I love you more than you'll ever know, and I promise to show you that every day for the rest of our lives.
And then I said, sorry I didn't plan this letter appropriately, and then all over the place. I wrote it, started it here, and then went left. So usually, different. Also, sorry my handwriting sucks. I'm just so happy.
I can't wait for all of the adventures we have to come. This is only the beginning. Enclosed in this letter, I left a special key to symbolize one of our favorite past trips and all of the future ones to come.
This key she saved from Paris when we went to Paris and the Lock Bridge. It's crazy.
You know you'll always have the key to my heart. The past 11 years have all been worth the trip leading up to the altar, and I love you so much.
You are my best friend, you are the most beautiful person in the world, and I promise to remind you that every day of our lives.
I love you more than you'll ever know, and I promise to show you that every day for the rest of our lives.
You know how indecisive I am, but today I've never felt more certain about something in my life. It's finally here. I love you so much, Kayla, and I promise to love you a little bit more every single day for the rest of our lives, if that's possible.
Have a good wedding.
P.S. You look gorgeous today. From Joe, from the future.
Most of my life, I've been known as Kayla Hahn's little sister. And I remember rolling my eyes and snaring at that comment. But as I stand here today, I can tell you how lucky I am to be your little sister.
They are the couple that other people want to be around. They're always a good time, and they will always have you laughing. What makes them so great together is their commitment. Relationships are not easy, but they will never give up on each other because at the end of the day, no matter what happens, they both know without a doubt they want to spend the rest of their lives together and they want to build a family together.
And we're really looking forward to you, I guess, officially becoming a member of the family. We've felt you're part of the family for a number of years now.
May the promises you make here today reflect the love and sincerity of your truest intention for this union. When life is peaceful and when it is painful, may you continuously be reminded of the beauty and deepest intentions of the vows you make here today.
Kayla, I vow to always do my best to give more than I take. I promise to not take our love for granted and to feel as lucky as I feel right now marrying you every day for the rest of our lives.
From sneaking out to serving time to moving away and getting married, you've been my partner in crime since day one. You've been my best friend for the last 11 years, and I promise to always keep our relationship closest to me.
I promise to always try to be the best version of myself because that's what you deserve. I promise to always put you first in every aspect of life, even if that means letting you eat the last bit of snacks or candy we have at our house.
I can't imagine going through this life without you, and I never want to. I promise to love and cherish you even when things get rough.
And last but not least, as John Oates and Daryl Hall once said, which I feel encapsulates how I feel about you, what I want, you've got, and it might be hard to handle, but like the flame that burns the candle feeds the flame.
I also vow to at least try to have more patience when you're on my last nerve.
I promise to always love you more than anything else in life, and to show you that I love you every day. And I also promise to one day be as good of a father as you will be a mother to our kids.
You uprooted your life to start a new one with me so I could follow my dreams. I vow to always be just as supportive. Thank you for waiting for me for all of these years. I hope you know you had my heart a long, long time ago. I feel so lucky we've gotten to grow up together, and I can't wait to grow old together. I love you.
Bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Palmer.
Joe, Kayla, I love you both. Kayla, you lived with us at LSU for a long time. You're like a roommate, you're like a sister. I love you so much, Joe. I love you so much. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Cheers.
Put your good foot forward. And I love you guys so much. I know Kat feels the same way.
We love you too much and your families.
I'm just so happy to be a part of everything else that is to come, and I love both of you so much. And I don't need to wish you any luck, because if there's one thing I admire about you both so much is the certainty you have for each other. And that's all that really matters. I love you both so much, and cheers to forever.
chase your heart's desire. Flames getting higher. Set yourself free, turn up the heat 1,000 degrees. Go all the way, let's see the day up in the blaze. Turn the heat up, burn the beat up, gonna set the whole night.
No longer simply partners and best friends, Kayla and Joe, you have now become husband and wife. By the power of your love and commitment and the power vested in me, I am pleased to present the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Palmer. Oh, you may kiss your bride.
Please join me in a toast. The Sweaty Palmers. And raise your glasses a little bit higher so that those relatives I mentioned earlier in this talk, they're clinking their glasses with you. And life, love, and happiness, may your troubles be few and your blessings be many. To Joe and Kayla.
To me tonight, ooh, there would still be music left tonight. What else could I?
I got it. Hey, babe, I'm going to get it.